Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, a bald explorer, out on another walk, and with me again is Harriet and Lola.
Lola.
Lola's down on the ground here. Hello, Lola. Anyway, we're going on a walk, but this might be in two parts. We're hoping to get up to the canal. We're in Shrewsbury still, and it's actually New Year's Eve as we start filming today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And
cold.
Cold, but the sun has come out, which has been a bit of a bonus because recently the weather's been a bit crap. Anyway, we're going to start down by the river and make our way to the canal and then hopefully walk along the canal, but as I say, it might be in two parts. However, today, as is quite typical, we have the river quite high, and as a consequence it's flooded, as you can probably see just beyond. So anyway, we're not going to go that way. I need to turn around here. We're going to come this way. So this is the River Severn, which circumnavigates Shrewsbury in a sort of horseshoe shape, a giant horseshoe, doesn't it? It loops round and encompasses the town, with the north end as the main end. I think it's the north, isn't it, that is the entrance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you live just on the other side of the river in an area called Cherry Orchard.
I do.
Yes, and very nice residence here, I understand.
It is, yes. Just by the river. This is 5 minutes from kind of where we are now.
So this is a perfect little walk, particularly as you have Lola, and she enjoys a walk, like most dogs do, of course. And so a walk away from the main hubbub of the town is quite nice. Now, just wondering if I can stroll down this bit here, just to give the viewer a little look at the river and how high it is. I'm assuming I can get a bit up in a second, just to give them a nice view of this River Severn. It's not actually navigable really beyond, I think, Bridge North in terms of boats and things, although you get a lot of canoeists coming down, and occasionally when people fall into the river you do get some of the river police coming along, or the river rescuers. But very nice little view. So anyway, I just wanted to show everybody that. And then on the other side, once you get out of the town, you're straight into a bit of farmland, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. With various goats, sheep and cows, they seem to keep on this land.
Yeah, it's very nice. And you take little Lola down here quite regularly to an area which you call the beach.
Yes.
Why do you call it the beach, Harriet? Shall we? Oh, go! Oops! Nearly went arse over tit then.
There won't be any beach today because it'll be flooded, but it's just a sort of big beach-like a floodplain sort of area where it's flat and there's a load of gravel going into the river. And
further down, there's a little island in the river here.
Yeah.
We might be able to just see it as we come up to it, which I think is privately owned.
It is, yes.
And there might be some property in there. On the other side of the river, if we look over there, just past these trees, there's some very nice properties.
Oh, they're stunning properties. That's at this road. It's called Underdale Road, which is the bottom of my road, and magnificent sort of 4 or 5 story properties with very steep gardens down to the river, and some of them have little boats there. But they have the most amazing views.
We've not actually seen anybody use their little boats, has to be said. I mean, they've got their little boat, presumably they do use them. We're just coming up level now with the island, and normally you can't see much of the island because of the leaves and the foliage and stuff. But on this occasion, they've actually done a bit of clearing. I see they've been lopping off some branches. And now you can see that there's a fence on the inside, which I've never seen before. Fenced off. And yeah, it looks very interesting. Lovely to own an island. And there's some sort of hides up in the trees, or tree houses.
There is a house on there somewhere. There is a house on it somewhere, and you can see, if you look through the trees there, you can see some white railings, which is like a little bridge.
Right.
How you get from the other side onto the island, because you can't do it from this side.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. So this track sort of goes along, there is a road alongside it, but it's not used very frequently. Actually, I'll get back on the road if that's okay.
Definitely.
Because December, it's very muddy now. And but lovelily, you can see these trees behind me, and also in front of us. These are lime trees, I believe. I'm doing my tree identification, a home self course. I can't see an actual house on that island. Let that car whiz past.
No, I can't.
So this will take us to a point where the road, you can see that car just going in the distance there, will turn left, and then there's a walk along the river. Now it may be that it's actually going to be a bit muddy for us to complete, but we'll do our best. But you can see the width of the river as it goes down from here and winds down towards Atcham.
Yes.
It does another sort of big curve, doesn't it?
Yes.
To Atcham, which is a small village just to the, what is that, south?
Yes, it's on the
east, isn't it? Southeast, I think, of Shrewsbury.
It's southeast, yes.
Because the M54 is on the south, is on the east.
Yes. It's the road, it runs along what we call the old A5, so it used to be the main road Atcham's on between Telford and Wales.
Yes.
Before they built the M54 and the new A5. So, and it was at Atcham, there's a hotel called the Mitten and Mermaid, which is an old coaching inn.
Oh, and it's a very splendid inn, isn't it?
It is, it's lovely.
It's lovely, with very nice food.
Yes.
Just give them a plug, why not? We're just coming up to that point where we're going to sort of join into the woods. But I'm just going to show you a bit more of the river and the houses on the other side. Now, I think that is Underdale Road that runs on the opposite side of that. And then it eventually peters out. And it goes off. When I first met Harriet, I used to do lots of research about the area. And it goes off, I can't remember the name, but it was a Victorian, goes off into a little bit of spit of land, and it used to be a Victorian tea rooms where there was a walled garden and all sorts of things. It's sort of virtually forgotten now, and I don't think it is anything. Do you remember when I used to do all that research?
Yes, of course.
And on the other side of the river also, a little to the right now, would have been the old race course.
Oh, yes.
And you wouldn't know that going round because it's all built on, except that there are a number of roads that say race course lane and that sort of thing. So, anyway, we're coming up to that point where we're going to stop filming now because I've run out of time. It goes so fast. But we'll pick it up on the next video, and hopefully we'll be walking along the canal, the Shrewsbury Canal. Now, it's not fully restored yet, but there are plans to put it back into water, and we'll tell you a little bit about that, won't we, Harriet?
Yeah, you know all about it.
Yes. So until the next one, thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.